Hey everyone, it is Coach Callie V with Coordinated Coaching, and wow, I'm coming to you finally home, off of the All-Star train officially. Our middle son's team lost Friday, today is Monday, and it was a one and done tournament in districts, and now he's out fishing. So anyways, I wanted to come to you guys and just talk about basically how to shift gears when you're moving through these different steps of tournaments. I feel like last year's 12U Flagstaff girls softball Little League team did a phenomenal job at this. One of the things that they did was they would reach out. Coach John would send me a message, or even his wife would send me a message and say, hey, we just need something, some motivation, something to give the girls. And man, I would just I've been blessed with that ability to just be able to pour that into people. I struggle with that when it comes to people that I'm closest with. I think it comes out more nagging. So almost like, wah, 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 wah. So anyways, I just wanted to encourage you coaches out there, especially if you're local, plug your girls into somebody that is going to feed them the words that they need to hear, feed them the encouragement that they need to hear. For example, when I finally was able to make it up to the littles softball game, sorry, my dog's going crazy. My husband was just blessed, right place, right time. We were able to purchase a used GMC Sierra. Can't even talk. But I didn't get to the game as soon as I wanted to be. And I actually got there literally when the girls were walking out. I'm a huge fan and believer in God, and I believe that that was all in God's timing. God called us to be in those moments, so we were able to get that truck for my husband gosh dang, he got 19 years out of his Silverado, and it still runs. It's crazy. But anyhow, as I get there, I start to see these little girls come off the field and, come out of their huddle. They had just finished taking their pictures by the scoreboard because they're state bound at this point, And I started to see them run, and one of my former athletes who I've been coaching her since, 4 or 5 years old, she's her and two of the other players, one of them being my daughter, we kind of consider them to be the three amigos because these three we've been able to keep together for a while, and they've learned how to work with each other's, how would you say, gosh darn it, I can't think of the word, characteristics. My daughter can be pushy at times, other daughters can be pushy at times, but they kind of pull out the best of each other. And so anyway, she comes running off the field and runs down, she's going to put her stuff up in the truck, and just comes to me and hugs me, and she's just shaking with excitement. And she told me, thank you, Coach. And I'm I'm sitting there going I missed everything. I've been so busy, and I was supposed to be here to watch you guys. And she's just thank you so much for your speech. So what had happened was, one of my friends, who's also the mother of one of the All-Stars, I told her about the speech that I did last year for the Little League, and I wasn't able to physically be there, so I just put it on recording via YouTube, and they played it at the All-Star, ceremony, sorry. And it was really cool because I had parents sending me video of the girls watching me as if I was there, but they were just listening. And the girls still to this day are like, Coach, it was like you were there. When you would laugh, we would laugh. When you say something funny, we would laugh. When you were serious, we were serious. And the parents were like, you had them. They were just listening so good to you. So I went ahead and told my friend about this, and I sent her the link. And after these girls had lost their first game, this whole All-Star journey this summer, she pushed this out through the Band app. That's created through the teams. I love the Band app. I'm not even spokesperson for it. It's just a creative way, especially for parents that aren't on social media. So anyways, she pushes it out, and I start getting texts from parents that had my number and stuff. And then she sent me screenshots of what parents were saying. Thank you, Coach Callie V, for these words. And then my co-coach, who I've been coaching with, 5 years now. We've been coaching our daughters since they were 4. He shoots me a text and he's like, oh, she's listening to it. She loves it. Another mom friend of mine was like, she listened to it 3 times, and every time she was listening to it, she's like, she's talking about me? She's talking to me. She's talking to me, Mom. She's talking to me. And it just, okay, that's like number 2, like, wow factor. But number 3 was these other girls that I haven't had the opportunity to work with one-on-one, but I see them out and about with softball and constantly encouraging them and speaking into them. They rushed me like triple threat, and they come up on me and they hug me and they start telling me, Coach Callie, your words were so inspiring. Like, you made me want to play with purpose. My coaches always tell us to play with purpose, and I didn't really get it. But after I heard your speech, I understood what it was like to play with purpose. And that just, like, literally out of left field, I just start tearing up. Like, wow. So if your daughter finds inspiration in something, and it brings out the best in her, then I highly encourage you, even your son, who, for all athletes, for all parents of athletes, if there is somebody in their life who just brings the best out of them, like they can go toe-to-toe with this person can challenge them and push them, you've got to give them a front row seat to that feeding. Like, it's huge. So with that being said, I will be releasing a speech for the All-Stars because, holy cow, I don't know if you guys know about the Flagstaff Girls Softball Little League. I mean, mind you, the baseball, but I'm gonna speak about softball. They're doing a phenomenal job. Like, it's win after win after win, and their goal is to go further than the Western regions. The 12U team last year, a lot of those girls are on this juniors team. So there is a big chance that they are going to make it to Oregon. I believe that's where that next tournament is at. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. When I'm not coaching and have both feet in that, I tend to not know all the details, so don't quote me on it. But yeah, so be on the lookout. I'm going to be talking about a couple things that I want you as coaches to have at your fingertips to be able to push play and have your players listen to it. Locally, if you guys are interested, I'm available, guys. I'm available to come out and talk to your girls and feed that spark in order to feed that flame in order to burn, baby, burn. You know what I mean? So if that's something you would like me to do, I'd totally do it. But I am going to be talking about taking ownership in your opportunity. This has been, I want to say, my annual campaign. This has just been something that I have repeated several times, not only to my own athletes, but to my children, to my husband, who's a baseball coach. Like, own your opportunity to do great things, and great things don't have to be winning, like the championship game. They could simply be, you have an opportunity to help the girl who struck out on the last out pick up her stuff and put it in her bat bag, and let yourself carry a part of that burden that she's feeling. That's your opportunity to do great things right there. Another campaign that I talked about a lot this year, especially at camp, it wasn't only my softball clinics, it wasn't only owning your opportunity to do great things, but it was also focusing on the little things, because those little things always make the bigger things better. And I tell you what, by week 2 in my softball clinics that I ran every week in June, those girls repeated exactly what I said. They finished my sentence. That to me, wow. Like, getting fed and putting it in and storing it. And like I said, last year's speech, you always put that why. You always keep your why with you. Don't ever give your why away. You keep that why in your back pocket, that same place that you store your sunflower seeds that you shouldn't be eating on the field. I love that. So many girls came to me and they were like, Coach, I started laughing because it was like you saw right through us. That wasn't my intention. It was just, guys, I've been the little girl on the field. I've been the big girl on the field. I've been the travel ball girl on the field. I've been the collegiate athlete on the field. I've been the pitcher on the mound who has had to get out of those innings where we're literally up by 1 and bases are loaded. That's another thing that I preach to my pitchers, is you want to live in that kind of pressure. I have one pitcher right now. She's younger. she is going to be probably one of the top 3 pressure players I have ever had the pleasure and just, I guess you could say, privilege of coaching, because she thrives off the pressure, and I love it. I love it. She can start the game and she can finish the game, and there's no change in her mindset. It's taking ownership in her opportunity to do great things, and she's only little right now. She's only 9. Like, hello. So sky's the limit for that one. So be on the lookout for those speeches. I probably will just do a recording. I probably won't do a video because I talk a lot with my hands, and you don't need all that. But if you guys need me locally to do something for you guys, for your teams, to help carry them, to shift gears as everybody, literally everybody right now is moving forward within the AllStars Little League tournaments. We have girls that have won district and they're now playing in state. So it's just crazy. We're all shifting gears. So just be on the lookout. I'm going to be talking on 2 of my annual campaigns. Owning your opportunity to do great things, and then focusing on the little things, because they always make the bigger things better. If you guys have any questions, you have an athlete who's just hitting a wall, having a hard time, maybe she's just getting picked on, whatever it is, guys, you're speaking to somebody who's been coaching 21 years and counting, from individual coaching to team coaching at high school levels, little league levels, travel ball levels, and even coaching my own kid, which is probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I admit it. It's true. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can always email me at callivsoftball@gmail.com. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I almost said another one. Instagram at Coach Callie V. Or you can follow my softball page at Callie V Softball on Facebook. And if you guys would like to see more of this, more information to be poured into your athletes, or maybe into you, because this is my coordinated coaching channel, please subscribe. I can't even talk. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hear it all the time from my big and my middle and my little. They're like, Mom, I can't find you on YouTube. And I'm like, it's because I don't have 100 subscribers yet. Like, it's just, so I need 100. Coach is asking for 100, and then more things can happen. I can give you guys more tools, and I can just be there even more. So take care. Questions, ask away. And as always, God bless, and thank you for watching.